So, today's episode, we're going to talk a little bit about off-season. And the main reason why we're going to bring off-season into play today is because the off-season is ending. I think we probably got like a week and a half left of off-season. But in reality, there's no such thing as off-season in this game. It's really an improvement season. So, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what the difference is, my different takes on it, and how I've done things in the past compared to this year. So, off-season, for your average athlete, it's time to eat, it's time to drink, it's time to have fun. It's not time to worry about prep. It's time to lift heavy weights, watch the scale move. But is that going to get you to the next level? Let's think about something. Think about a guy like Kobe, right? Like, was there ever really an off season for Kobe? I mean, I remember seeing like the Lakers win the NBA Finals, him and his family go on a vacation for a week, and then you see a week later, the man's back in the gym.
I know what I'm gonna be doing every day this summer. All day this summer. Train my butt off.
And that, if we want to get to that elite level, we really have to put in the work day in and day out.
I mean, I'm a big basketball fan. I coach at Duke a lot. I remember Coach K talking about, they would be out for the Olympics and Kobe would have a bad practice. And the next morning at 2 o'clock in the morning, he's in the gym getting shots up. There's no such thing as an off season for an elite athlete. The only thing that you have is I guess you would say, in season and improvement season. Improvement season is where you get better, right? You can't do too much during prep because you're in a deficit. You can't grow. So for me, my take on off season in my previous 3 off seasons was I'm going to get big as hell. And when I say big as hell, that included a lot of fat because I really didn't know what I was doing. But my goal was to get big as hell, and my determining factor big as hell was how much I weighed on the scale. So I think my largest offseason, I got up to like 247 pounds, 250 pounds, somewhere like that. Probably holding, I don't even know how much body fat. Lift heavy weights, so always wanted to try to max out over 405 pounds on the bench or something like that to make a statement. Drink with my friends and party it up. Right, because it was my time to enjoy life, because bodybuilding was a 12-week habit. And that ended up, like I told you guys before, previous episodes, not the finishes I want. They ended me in 4th place, 3rd place, wherever it might have been, but it wasn't a 1st place finish except for one time in my career. So last off season, not this one, but last off season, I finally got some structure into my off season halfway through it. Starting in January, I kind of started getting some structure into it, and I came in looking better than I did in previous off seasons, but I wasn't like dialed in for the whole off season. From the day I stepped off a stage to the day that I stepped on stage, I wasn't dialed in the whole time. Literally, I got off a stage in September 3rd that year or September 1st, something like that. Went on vacation and then fell apart quite frankly quickly after that. And then I didn't get back into some type of groove until January. So that ended me up in 4th place, 3rd place, 3rd place. Great finish of the Nationals, but not the ultimate goal. And when I thought about coming into this off season, improvement season, I said I got to do something different if I expected different results. I mean, I just remember like last year at Teen Masters and Collegiate, the show that we're preparing for now. I came off that stage and I knew I was in 3rd or 4th place. I finished 3rd, but I knew I was in 3rd or 4th after prejudging. And I walked out and my posing coach, Antoine, came up to me and he was just like, "What's wrong, bro? Like, talk to me. And all I could do was burst out in tears. It was tears of defeat because it's like I felt I let everybody down, including myself. And then the worst part about it was the head judge from the IFBB, right, Tyler Mannion, walked by me crying. Like, dude, I said, never again am I going to have this type of feeling. So after Universe, I told Ariel that I wanted to start prep like December. Universe ended November 14th. My birthday was November 16th. I was like, let's start sometime in December. I remember waking up November 15th after eating like a fucking ass, literally, and talked to Ariel, and literally I had a diet in my freaking inbox. A diet that was supposed to start the next day. And I was like, wait a minute. I said middle of December, my birthday's coming up. He said, okay, I'll give you a break. Start this on Tuesday since your birthday's on Monday. And I was highly disappointed in the fact that I was not going to get to go to every place that I had on this list of food that I wanted to eat, and all these things that I felt I missed during prep. But he explained to me that if I want to be an elite level athlete, there's no days off, because I have things that I need to improve on. Because if I didn't, I would have won. But I had things I need to improve on. So we started literally November 17th. And November 17th, I remember the diet I had was worse than the diet I had in peak week. And his thought process was that we needed to reverse the last 4 days of what I did to myself to be prepared to start a rebound. And he wouldn't give me a rebound diet or a reverse diet, whatever you want to call it, until I reached my peak week weight, which was 211 pounds. And I thought, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna make it with this dude. He's a true Nazi. Well, now today, I guess we're just under 19 weeks out, because yesterday I made 19 weeks out. We're just under 19 weeks out, and I have had a six-pack every day since I walked off that stage. Never once have my lines disappeared. And we are increasing food. We have not decreased food since we started the increase late in November. And we have pushed it every single week. And I've had a cheat meal almost every single weekend. But we've turned my body and my metabolism into a machine. So that's the difference. Okay, so like, I know you guys are probably like, man, this is a lot to digest. But at the end of the day, like, just remember something. The off season is a time for you to improve. Improve on your weaknesses. Lift heavy weight, yes, that is for sure. But make sure that you're putting the things in your body that are going to help you end up with quality results, right? You're not going to go get a Lexus and put 89 in it, right? Because you're just going to tear up the motor. So if you want to be an elite athlete, you can't work out eating Whataburger 5 days a week and expect to be an elite athlete come prep time. And you're going to have to work your ass off to get all that off. Like, I've been there. I've been that guy doing 1,200 to 1,400 calories daily in cardio, trying to get off 30 pounds of fat that I put on in an off season. Like this morning, I woke up at 225 pounds. I went on stage at around 207. So I don't have much to lose, because I actually probably gained a couple pounds of muscle. And we're gonna do a like 17, 18 week prep compared to usual 12 weeks. It's gonna be a walk in the park. We're gonna come in ready like weeks early. That's the difference in taking your improvement season seriously instead of just taking it as a time to relax and a time to indulge in food. So like I say every week, I mean, that's just my opinion, right? The things that I've learned in my now going on 4 years of bodybuilding. So, and I can tell you, I mean, I get the same like good job, kudos from like pro bodybuilders telling me like, now you're on the track. Now you finally got it. Now you figured it out. So like I said last week, just some tips from hopefully a future pro. So hopefully at the end of this, you can say I learned something from a guy who's a pro bodybuilder. So take it with a grain of salt, but I'm telling you from experience, off season ain't an off season, it's an improvement season. So now, you know, just like every week, it's time to improve. So one of the things that I've worked on for 2 years straight is building this back. And I went from my back being my weakest point to now I believe one of my strongest points. So today we're about to crush this back. Our weekly, well, weekly, I mean, for y'all it's weekly, for me it's daily, but it's dry scoop gang. Most guys got these like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, Carmine 6s. These is OG Carmine 6s. I mean, these right here, I don't even know, I think they even say it right here. We can zoom in and you can see that's a 2008 Carmine 6. I mean, we're talking about 2008. We're in 21. I'm a true sneakerhead. Get back to work. So, great back workout. But like I told y'all, road to pro for me isn't just being a bodybuilder. So literally it's 9:50 and I gotta take a call for work. I gotta lead a call for work about COVID. So come follow me. See, not only do I carry food, which gotta eat, but we carry work laptops. Gotta work. Just so we don't get too far behind, we'll go ahead and get started with today's meeting. So a couple items we're going to discuss is the transitions from ET to GRIMP, just some of the then you, Greg, you'll send this out, and then we'll reschedule another meeting for next Thursday to basically close out this action item with this document to go out. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right, well, that's episode 6 in this journey. I mean, gosh, time's flying, but we still got a long way to go. This body's got a lot of progress to be made. But thanks for once again joining in. You got to see a day in the life here. Went through a good back workout. Got a regular job, got to lead some things around here. But once again, make sure that you subscribe. If you haven't, if you have, thank you so much. I appreciate all the support. Make sure you like the video, share it, get it out there to the world. I mean, this ride is going to be a lot of fun. We're almost there. Thanks, guys.